Um, I mean, I thought, we we did some good stuff. Was able to put ourselves in a position, to win or play well enough to win. But that's just how football goes. Sometimes it's a humbling game. You can play as well as you want, as hard as you want, as good as you need to. Especially after early when we kind of, they had a couple drives there. I thought we did pretty well, and this is definitely something to build off of. If we just watch the tape and keep improving each week, we can be as good as the defense as we want to be.
As a D lineman, how much does it help to have these DBs back, kind of taking away some of the quarterback reads?
Yeah, no, it's definitely huge. Because we all got a piece of the puzzle, and when we're all playing well and all playing at a high level, we can be as good as we want to be. Yeah.
Christian, a lot is made about this team against over the top contenders. You guys did fight back in that 3-touchdown game. Where do you feel that this team is against the other top?
Really, I think we got the right formula. We got the right guys on the team that, if we keep doing the things we're doing and keep preparing how we're preparing, I think we'll be in a better position moving forward. These are just reps, just like anything else. You learn from them, good, bad, ugly. Because there's games you don't play well and you lose. It's going to be games you don't play well and you win. I mean, it's just how the league goes and how it goes. I'm not paying attention to any narratives that are trying to be created against us. I just know what we got on our team and know how we'll proceed moving forward.
Tell about the second half shutout. So what were some things that were said at halftime to get you guys locked in?
Really, I mean, nothing really was just said. We just knew we, just made a few corrections on things that, that could have been improved in the first half, and just kept playing hard. Guys kept fighting. And I really just seen the heart of my teammates, and we were able to get a little bit of momentum going, and we just kept fighting.
How important would you say the Chubb, sack, fumble, Sealer recovery play was for the team?
That was big. It gave us some momentum, like I was saying. It was a big play by Chubb, and great job on Zach falling on it, and we eventually scored off of that. So obviously that's a big play in the game. So. Yeah, and thank you. I've had a great time here in Germany, so thank you. Love the hospitality. So thank you guys for that, and go Fins.
How y'all doing?
Bradley, the first drive of the game obviously Kansas City didn't have much trouble scoring. What was the explanation from you guys and on defense for what happened on that opening drive?
I don't know exactly what it was. I know for sure on the touchdown, though, I could be a little bit more aggressive when playing the screen and get there quicker to try to tackle the man. But throughout the drive, man, that's a great team. You know what I mean? You're going to get their best shot to open up the game. And it's more about the adjustments we made as a defense, as a unit, just to limit the rest of that for the rest of the game. But, like opening drives, man, you're going to get – it's a boxing match, man. You're going to get hit. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, take a couple hits. But at the end of the day, man, you just got to keep fighting. And I feel like we did that as a team. We could look at the first drive when we get back to Miami and figure out what it was. But right now, man, we just got to take this one and learn from it, man. And I know we're going to do that when we get, like I said, to Miami and watch the film and do everything that we need to do to get back on our process. But, yeah, man, it's hard to say what was the determining factor on that first drive. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure, because you want to win these big games. It's not like, we playing these guys this week, let's go out there and lose. You know what I mean? We play our hearts out to the whistle ends, and you see it in this team. We got fight. We got everything that you possibly need from a championship caliber team. So it's just about honing in those little details when it really matters, you know what I mean, and finding ways to win these games. We've been in every single one of them, but at the end we just find a way to, not execute our standard. And I feel like if we execute our standard for 60 minutes, it's going to be a lot of teams. It's going to be hard to beat us, you know what I mean? And we just got to keep finding ways to, like I said, stay in these games and make it close. And making it close is not good enough for us anymore, so we just got to find ways to win.
From the defensive standpoint on the last play, is it just even more aggravating, more painful to not even get a throw up, to not even get like a real chance at that last, at the fumble, to the fumble?
I mean, yeah, that's not how you want the game to end, but at the end of the day, man, there's so many factors going on in this game that you can't control everything. You can only control what you can, and yeah, I mean, do we want to play the golf? Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, we're not going to hold it over Tua's head or the center Connor's head to say, oh, you could have did this better. It's just about us learning as a team and coming together and knowing that when we get into that situation, how to be better for it the next time.
You've been making big sacks and forcing turnovers in recent weeks. What was the key to that play today?
Just kind of reading my guys. I was getting off the ball, and I saw Zach flew off the ball. So when you got a guy like that playing next to you, it kind of makes my job easier. And then he took the guard's attention. I wrapped around, kind of got him twisted up, and just tried to go after the ball, try to make a play. And it was a good play for us, but got to find ways to make more of those.
How big did the momentum feel at that point in time?
It felt huge. Tried not to celebrate because we were still down, and I still wanted us to, as a team, gather it all. And I feel like we were getting to that point, and we were pushing. But at the end, man, it didn't work out how we wanted it to. So the momentum for sure shifted in our favor at that point. But we just, like I said, we just got to find ways to sustain that and come out with a W.
Well, you've been able to bottle up Travis Kelce pretty well. What are your keys for that?
Are you asking, did we bottle them up pretty well?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we did? I didn't know if it was a question or a statement.
You had just a few receptions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you got guys in the back end like that, it makes our job a lot easier, and we make their job easier, Rushing coverage always goes together, and we got some elite guys in that back end, and it was sometimes where I felt like, the quarterback would have been got the ball out by now, but he was still back there patting. So that just goes to show that the coverage is elite, and yeah, that's pretty much all of that. Is elite coverage guys, man, and we appreciate them. Have a good one.
Raheem Mostert next. Running back Raheem Mostert.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Raheem, a couple big runs for you on that final drive. Did it, I guess at that point, feel like your offense was in rhythm?
Yeah, we were, we started to figure out, I know it was a little bit late, but we started figuring out, what we had to do. And, I went up to Mikey and I was like, hey, I think we should start running, just attacking their edges a little bit more. And he called up the plays and we tried our best to, execute, but unfortunately we were a little bit short.
And your touchdown run, obviously a tough run, but can you describe from your perspective Alec Ingold's role in that play?
Yeah, just trying to set up the defense, trying to figure out and get them out of their position, and with the motion and everything that Alec came across, and I just followed his block like usual, and just made a decisive move, but he was decisive as well, and that's pretty much how that place ended up. So.
Raheem, I asked Tua this, but the difference in the offensive performance at home compared to on the road or away from home, just what would you attribute it to from your perspective, and what more can you do? It seems like it's a recurring thing for this unit.
Yeah, I think that with this offense, we have to be more sound, especially when it's away. But all in all, whether it's at home or away, I think that we do try our best, and we just try to go out there and try to make the big plays as best as possible. Each week it presents a new challenge, new opportunity as well for different defenses, stuff like that. But we just got to have a grasp on that and try to control what we can control at the end of the day.
How close do you feel the team is to knocking off one of the quote-unquote upper echelon of Super Bowl contenders?
I mean, we're fairly close, I would say. If you look back at these several games, I mean, it was just a couple miscues on offense. Defense today, they did their thing, especially in the second half. With not allowing a single point. for the Chiefs. I think that was setting a standard for them. But all in all, for us, on the offensive side of the ball, we just got to do better, especially not allowing the defense to get a turnover and turn those into points. So that's what we got to do. We have to control those things and just move forward.
Obviously, not the outcome you wanted today, but with your mom being from Germany, how was this week for you overall?
Yeah, no, this week was very special. I even brought my family out here so they could experience the same journey, I did, as well as what my family in recent years have. My family, especially my mom, was born about an hour 30 northeast, about Herzfeld, I believe. If I'm correct in it right, I still got to work on my German language. But it was cool just to be able to come here. Frankfurt is always going to be a place that I'm going to now look back and call home. And I'm pretty sure from here on out, with all the blessings and everything like that that's been happening since I've been here, I'm definitely going to be coming back with my family a little bit more. So appreciate you guys, and it's definitely meaningful for me and my family.
One last question. Each week it seems like you have to field a different offensive line because of injuries, but the unit as a whole always seems to perform pretty well. How do you manage that week to week to be able to have the unit perform well despite that?
Yeah, with this game, it has a lot of different injuries that occur. Especially, we're dealing with some at the offensive line, but I mean these guys come up from being in different positions, and they come up, and it's going to be a challenge for that week, especially when you're dealing with a guy like Chris Jones, who is just an absolute beast. And I've played against him multiple times, so I know exactly what we're going to get out of that guy, especially in a big game like today. But our offensive line is doing a hell of a job. They're doing what they got to do, and protecting the quarterback. Now, we just fell short on a couple plays, and I wish that we could, get those plays back. But, with all these injuries and stuff like that, I mean, it just breeds more competition in the room, and guys step up to the plate, and, it's a challenge, but you see what they can do. And I don't think those guys get enough credit, and they should, especially with these type of injuries that's been happening to O-line, because, like I said, these guys step up to the plate when their number's called, and you got to knock it up for them.
Anything else?
We good? All right, thank you. Yeah, have a good one.